Vishal was 25 years old. Every evening, after a long day of serving tea, he would look up at the sky from his small village and make a silent promise. A promise that only he could hear. One day, he'd whisper to the stars, "I will change everything." His reality was a world away from his dreams. A tiny crumbling house, parents who had worked themselves to the bone, and the constant biting reminders of their poverty. But inside him, a fire was quietly simmering, waiting for the right moment to roar to life. That moment came on a hot afternoon. "Arey chai wala, jaldi la!" a rich businessman shouted from his car. Vishal rushed over with the tea. As the man handed him the money, he sneered. "If you were educated, you wouldn't be selling tea here." Those words struck Vishal like a bolt of lightning. It wasn't just an insult, it was a challenge. That night, something inside him shifted. He decided he would study again. He had no money for coaching classes, no fancy books, not even a laptop. But he had a plan. He borrowed old textbooks from a friend and used a small second-hand phone to watch free lessons online. His new life began. 12 hours at the tea stall, from morning till night, and then from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. under a single dim bulb. His real work started. 4 hours of sleep was all he got. People in the village mocked him. Trying to be a hero, they'd laugh. "You can't do it." He ignored them. For one whole year, he poured every last drop of his energy into his books. He appeared for the competitive exam, his heart filled with hope. The result came a few weeks later. He had failed. And not just failed, he had failed badly. The world came crashing down. The laughter of the villagers now echoed in his ears louder than ever. He locked himself in his room and cried, the weight of his failure crushing him. What if they were right? What if poor people aren't meant to dream? For the first time, he felt like giving up. His mother found him sitting in the dark. She didn't say much. She just sat with him, and then placing her hand on his shoulder, she said softly, "Beta, losing is not wrong, but giving up is." Her words were simple, but they were profound. In that moment, Vishal understood. Failure wasn't the opposite of success. It was a part of it. This was not his destiny. It was just a starting point. A fire, stronger than before, was reignited in his soul. He would try again. He dedicated another year to his studies. This time, he was smarter. He analyzed his mistakes, focused on his weak areas, and cut off all distractions. He learned to be a lion who doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. He worked, he studied, and he kept his mother's words in his heart. The day the results came, his hands were trembling as he typed in his roll number. He scrolled down the list, his heart pounding in his chest. And then he saw it. His name. Not just on the list, but among the top ranks. Tears streamed down his face, but this time they were tears of victory. Vishal's life transformed. He secured a respectable government job, repaired their old house, and made sure his parents never had to work another day of menial labor in their lives. The same people who once mocked him now pointed at him with respect, saying, "Look, he has become a big man." Vishal's journey proved a powerful truth. Your background does not decide your future. Your mindset does. It showed that hunger and consistency are far more powerful than talent or perfect conditions. He didn't have the best resources, but he had a burning desire. He faced failure, but he didn't stop, and that made all the difference.